is it possible to make a raised bed planter box that after you plant it, never needs to be watered? I tried. Let me show you what I came up with. It's September here in Portland, Oregon, and this is the Rooftop Gardens of BoxJoy, and we focus on salad greens with our project of kratky hydroponic planters, but I've been very interested in larger, longer-lived plants and how to address the topic that they consume more water. So this is one of the ways that I've addressed it, and this planter sitting right here uses no electricity, it uses no mechanisms, it has no float valve that refills any containers. What I've devised to address the fact that a cucumber or a tomato plant requires more water than just 5 gallons is I have tied 5-gallon buckets together with simple irrigation hose. So in this case, this planter has 6 5-gallon pails in it and 2 plants. So you do the math, it's 15 gallons a plant. And let me show you how it's working. One of the challenges when doing projects with finite amount of water is to find varieties of vegetables that grow to be smaller in size when they reach maturity. So this is, I believe it's called Early Tom, and it's a patio tomato. And this over here is a compact patio cucumber. And this is my second crop this summer here in the Pacific Northwest. And it's September, and this is just setting fruit now. It's too late to be pulling this off, but it's when I ended up doing this project. So this is what I have. The cucumber is very fast, and it's definitely not too late for it. You can see here what the buckets look like. In the winter time, these buckets can end up having lettuce in them. You can have 3 heads of lettuce per 5-gallon pail. It's about, a little more than a gallon a head of lettuce. You might ask why these are all off in one corner. It's because these buckets are tilted slightly so that the rain rolls off the lid, and these protrusions through the lid are up high and dry on the corner because the bucket is tilted. These buckets are tied together with hose, as I mentioned before, and that is the arrangement here. Let me show you the cucumbers. These cucumbers are so fun. I have some hash marks down here. Looks like I've already picked, about 8 cucumbers. And here you can, this one's maybe a little slow on me picking. But this is, dang near prolific. All of these guys here, gosh, I don't know how many there are. So I'm probably going to pull 20 cucumbers off this plant with 15 gallons of water, which is pretty impressive. This is what the irrigation hose, this is a 1/4-inch irrigation hose, and it is simply a hole drilled in the bucket and the hose stuck in. Of course, the hole wants to be tight, so the drill bit needs to be, slightly small, so it has a lot of friction. But this is kind of fail-proof and very affordable. Here are some zucchini without the fancy wooden box around it. This zucchini variety is called Cash Machine, and it's noted for setting fruit very early in its lifespan. But it ends up being relatively large, even though it's marketed as being a compact zucchini. I'm growing it in 15 gallons, but unfortunately I've had to refill this, so I think I'm at 25 gallons here a little later in the season, but you can see there's nearly no disease here, and these things are lovely. And I have pulled there's my hash marks down there. I stopped counting a couple weeks ago, so I'm probably, I don't know, at nearly 20 zucchini per plant at 25 gallons of water. So there you have it, a small wooden planter designed here at BoxJoy, exploring the idea of the fill once, set and forget kratky hydroponic planter for larger vegetables than just salad greens, in this case a tomato and a cucumber. What I would love from anyone watching this channel is help finding varieties of vegetables that are dwarf or micro dwarf. That would be extremely helpful, and it's a pretty small niche micro community that messes with these very small plants. So anyone that can help in those regards, a smaller cucumber or any summer squash. Tomatoes are the only variety of vegetable that seems to have a culture and a community around micro dwarf plants. So I'm sure that there's some peppers and zucchini that I am unaware of, so please contact me if you know of these. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for more projects here at BoxJoy. Take care.